Hey, it's Sam from Hudson River Blue. What's Jack Harrison's favorite electronic music artist? Draft Punk. Let's play Breaking Blues. At yesterday's MLS Super Draft in Baltimore, New York City officially added its first player since Patrick Vieira took over the managerial reins on January 1st. Yes, Thursday was not without its confusions and even a bit of fireworks. Chicago Fire had the #1 overall pick, selected Jack Harrison, the English-born attacking player and midfielder and wide man out of Wake Forest University. Spent just a year there. At 19 years old, was the youngest player in the Super Draft. New York City, with the 4th pick, ends up trading that pick along with general allocation money to Chicago in order to get Harrison. Now, of course, this was the same guy that Claudio Reyna and company tried unsuccessfully to put in a MLS homegrown claim for. Harrison had spent some off-season time during his prep days repping for Manhattan Soccer Club in New York City, of course, which went on to be an NYCFC youth affiliate. Now, that claim was denied, but New York City ended up getting their man anyway. Jack Harrison was marked by Claudio Reyna, Patrick Vieira, and others basically from the beginning, argued by many to be absolutely the most talented player in the draft. Not quite sure where he slots in, with plenty of talent coming up the middle of that midfield for New York City, but Harrison is also a guy who can play wide. And considering the 4-3-3 setups we've seen more and more recently from New York City, including in the friendly against Puerto Rico, Harrison has a couple of spots on the squad where he can fill in, and he's certainly got enough talent to start figuring into the rotation right away. You can check out for more information on Harrison, Calvin Daniels' excellent profile, right now featured on HudsonRiverBlue.com. The January window may be a busy one for Claudio Reyna and company at New York City FC. They appear very, very close now, according to sources, to a deal for standard Liege center back Jorge Teixeira. Now, the Portuguese center back has played for 9 teams in 10 years. Not exactly clear all that he would bring to the table if, in fact, this deal goes through with New York City. But, of course, as we saw last season, between a combination of generally thin ranks from being an expansion team and an injury bug that had come full force and claimed just about everybody in New York City's defense, seemingly, by the middle of May, just having another warm body back there might work wonders. You talk about a rotation at center back that currently only includes Jefferson Mena, Jason Hernandez, the newly signed Ethan White from Philadelphia Union, and of course Chris Wingert, who is able to slide over there, but as it stands is the only left fullback currently on the entire roster. As I said, warm bodies alone are going to make a difference here for Patrick Vieira's back four, and Jorge Teixeira figures to factor into that perhaps quite significantly this season, if they can get the deal done. Finally, a word about our website, Hudson River Blue itself. You may have noticed visiting the site here in the new year that we are upping our game, just like New York City FC is trying to do itself. A number of new writers, a number of new features and topics that we're diving into for the first time. If you're interested in sports economics, roster construction, tactics, formations, we're going to have a lot more heading down the pipe on all of those subjects and more here in the new year as we try to up our game as much as we possibly can in service to you. You, in fact, are the only reason we exist. It is the very least that we can do in our humble little corner of the internet. So we'll hope you'll check it out. And until next time, this has been Breaking Blues. Stay with us on HudsonRiverBlue.com. Follow us on Twitter. And even though it makes Alexi Lawless want to dye his hair jet black every time he hears us say it, this is HRB, Hudson River Blue.